my daughter's first room. We need to paint. I'm really proud of this space. So this is her room. Bare bones, guys. We have not moved in at this point, but we were granted access to start working on it because it needed a lot of love. It just needed a lot of love. Some painting, some cleaning, and we tried to put some work orders in for the floors and just safety things, but there was a lot that we couldn't get done because it was still during COVID season and it was also winter. So we just had to make do with what we had. And so it just required for me and Chris to really just put in the work. And I looked at the space, I started sketching out some things, and then we went right into, oh, she's so tiny. Sorry, I got distracted. We went right into patching up some holes and sanding and painting and cleaning, and you'll see it. It's super fun. So what I'm showing you right now is basically how bad the walls were and the floors, and this was solely due to management and the fact that no matter how many work orders you put in, they just, they couldn't get to it. So the floors were creaky, there were a lot of cracks. The walls haven't been painted in like years. So that was a lot of work that we had to put into. And here you'll notice that there's no actual light. See, I'm flipping the switch on and off, but there's no light. Okay, so starting on baby girl's room. We need to paint it white. Let's get this going. So a quick hack, you can spend time taping around the outlets, but I suggest you take it out so that you can just paint and then you just cover the actual. I'll do it with all the others. Point blank example as to us not having any light in this room. We could see, but clearly the camera is not picking it up. But my husband and I had to take turns painting because the baby just needed a lot of attention. But we got through it, and it took us a couple coats, probably a whole week to get this done properly. But in the end, it looked beautiful. And this is my husband getting a really nice, beautiful aesthetic shot for you guys. Get it, baby? And I'm just gonna ASMR. I'm hungry, guys. I'm hungry. Okay. So the color we chose was just a nice little peachy color. And we chose this one because, as you could already see on the side there, the corners of the closet were already pre-painted a pinkish color. So we decided to just lean into that. And this is me deep cleaning the floors while holding a baby. We took turns. We got it done. Hi, baby. Okay, wait a second. Now, before I show you the after, let's look at what my plans were. So you've seen the before. Now here's a little peek into what my thoughts were before I show you the after. I had already sketched out 3 sides of the room. I sketched out the side with the crib, the side that was going to have the gallery wall, and the side with the wardrobe. Now this side with the crib evolved a little bit because, as you can see, there are flowers on the wall that I thought I was going to hand paint, but I ended up not doing that. And the spacing is obviously quite off. And then on the next sketch I did with the wardrobe, you can clearly see that the wall is green, but it's actually pink now, and there are fairy lights on the wall. This was just more of like a vision of what I had with the supplies that I already had on hand. And so with this, now you get to see the after. Now you're going to see a more realistic side of this beautiful toddler room, and I'm going to take you along while I organize, clean, and simultaneously entertain my toddler. Me trying to pick up and she comes in here, sees I'm playing with all her toys, and makes more mess. The real reason why this video has not rolled out. I see it, it's right here, let me get it. There we go, got it. Go back to playing with your toys. Don't look at mommy. Welcome to my daughter's first room. This is her toddler room, and it's been a long time coming, trying to roll this out, because renovating and decorating and organizing with a toddler is very difficult, and trying to get that on camera, you're just trying to go with the flow, you get frustrated. So but I hope you enjoyed this video. Nothing new was bought for this space. Everything actually just got grandfathered in from our last apartment. I think the only money we physically spent in this bedroom was buying her a new rug, a nice little ABC rug, and a second full blackout curtain, noise canceling and temperature control, because this was the first apartment that we've had that's had heating on the floor, and we weren't able to really control the temperature in her room. So on nights that it got really cold, or on nights that it got really hot, so we just tried to do that. And then in the summer, the sun stays out till like almost 9, and her bedtime is like 7:30. So we had semi-blackout, because I like teaching her that it's okay to nap during the day with noise and with light. But she doesn't even nap in her crib, she naps in our arms. But at night, when it's time to get her bed, the sun is still out, so I had to get 2 blackout curtains for that. But other than that, everything just transferred over to the other place. Things that have been used as decor was recycled. And it's just, it's a growing space. There's a lot of things that we've actually stooped, that people have thrown out. We actually follow this page on IG called Stooping Hoboken. If you are in Hoboken or in any other general area, check on Instagram stooping and then at your location, because it's a growing fad, and you can find some really good things. So we actually found her mirror was thrown out, her frames were thrown out. What else was thrown out? Oh, her stool, her bedtime stool. And so we found it, we refurbished it. I recycled a lot of certain decor pieces from her birthday. The wardrobe was our wardrobe. The wardrobe was ours. We used it as a coat closet, because on a 1-bedroom, it's very open concept. We only have 1 closet in the entire apartment. So the struggle bus was rolling full speed. And the dresser was actually our dresser, and her dresser, the current dresser that she has now was actually the one that we used, and then the one we gave her was ours. So we swapped it. But everything here was either for free, thrown out the garbage, gifted, or recycled, repurposed. And I mean, she loves the space, I love the space. It's such an inviting, open, our version of Montessori as possible. The next thing we have to do is we have to convert her crib into a toddler crib. I'm waiting to see if she starts climbing out of it. So once she shows signs of climbing out of it, we're gonna have to take the wheels, we're gonna have to remove this gate, and that'll ultimately make it easier for me to actually put her in bed. But I'm not in a rush to do that, because when she learns how to climb in and out, that means that she's just going to be roaming the house. We're going to put a lock on the door. It's going to be a big thing. And we have this wardrobe here. Her wardrobe here, we made it as Montessori as possible, easily accessible. On the top of her shoes, when we get her ready for the day, she usually picks her own shoes. And then on the bottom are toys, easily accessible. She knows how to put things away. We try to keep baskets on hand, open baskets, because she knows how to pick up her own toys. And then when we moved in, this was very much a fixer-upper. When we moved in, this was very much a fixer-upper. The noise you hear in the background is my child. I can't keep her locked out for long. She might also shake this, yes. When we moved in, this was very much a fixer-upper. We had to really take care of the floors and the walls. But even then, I can't focus. I can't focus. Okay, we're gonna do this really fast because my daughter's getting antsy. When we moved in, this was very much a fixer-upper. There were no closet doors because the management had actually removed them. So I had to figure out a hack on how to keep it closed but open to also open up the space but keep it also separate, if you know what I'm saying. So I actually had these from the old place, and they are ridiculously long because we had kind of almost floor to ceiling windows, if you remember. They were really tall. And so this is the closet. It's basically her closet. It's overflow. She has her jackets, her bathing suits, her dresses. We actually store her stroller in here because it's very compact. She has her own hamper, her car seat, and then over here is just, you can't see it, it doesn't matter. We have baskets full of shoes that she's going to grow into, shoes that she's grown out of. So it's very much just like a storage spot, just like, it's very organized, but it's an area that it's just for us. So, and there's also some free shelves and some free baskets to try to keep it, we try to cycle out as many things as possible to leave room for things that we will bring in or that people give us. So, and then when it came to investing into this room, we actually spent a little money as possible because we had some paint that we had actually brought over from the old place, and we went to Home Depot, and there's actually called Oops Paint. There's an Oops Paint section of people that mix paint and then change their mind, and it's marked down like 70, 80, even 90%. And we got this really, really huge 5-gallon paint for like, I'm gonna say $20, which is unheard of. And we got a small little paint of a nice little pink for $5. And actually, I don't think it was that small. It was like the regular 1 gallon, half gallon. And that's how we saved. And we weren't too fixated on a certain color. We just went with what colors that they had that kind of matched the aesthetic or the vision that we were going for. And that was basically it. And we had some leftover paintbrushes and supplies and nails, and we just recycled some old framed. I took out old art, put some new things in, and that's how we made it work. And there was no lighting in here, so we had to figure out our own way of lighting. And so we hung a lantern light. I have the plug hidden behind her wardrobe, and I've covered every outlet. So for the most part, this is it's as minimal as it can be. It's very functional. It gives her a lot of freedom, a lot of access to all of her things, teaches her independence, and it's aesthetically pleasing, and it's not cluttered. And I love it. I know she loves it. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, this little mini tour. It wasn't that serious. It was just something that I can just look back on and be like, wow, I did that room up, you know? So yeah, that's it for today's video. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. I will be rolling out probably 2 other videos on the changes in our kitchen and the changes in our bedroom. But that's it for now. I don't know. That's it. Bye. Also, if you don't follow me on IG, you should, because I do really, really fun things on IG. Reveals? The heck, reels, cute posts. Like I have a special reel that I'm going to roll out for this specific video, but it's gonna kind of play back to like the 90s, but it's gonna be like a call to this video, like, hey, if you want to see the full thing, come here. So you should go in the description, find my IG page, go follow me, click the like button, all the buttons, push all the buttons. My throat hurts. I need a nice coffee. I feel like I'm being extra. And I am being extra, actually. So, alright guys. Enough fidgeting. I'm really proud of this space. I really love this space. I made this room as if it was mine. She has a gallery wall. She got pillows. Not many toddlers don't have pillows, but I found that she sleeps better with pillows. I'm ranting. I'm ranting. Okay. Are you trying to be like the big comfy couch? Is this your clock rug? What are you pointing to? Is it bedtime? Whoa. 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 You flexible munch. Whoa. Tell me about it.